Hello, children. I'm Deborah, and my husband Yoni is doing the filming of this video for this afternoon. And I'm not outside today, so I don't have my big coat on. I'm in my kitchen in Thunder Bay. And you can see on the refrigerator, I've got pictures of my 11 grandchildren. And I know a lot of you watching this at home are the same age as my grandchildren. And I hope you're well, and I hope you're getting lots of exercise inside your house, and if you're in school, doing some schoolwork and being very helpful to your families. I've got something I want to show you right now. It's a paperclip, and I've got some water, and you're going to be able to try this at home. I want to ask you a question. What do you think's going to happen when I drop the paperclip in the water? What do you think? Let's try. Went straight to the bottom really quickly, did it? We're not surprised about that because the paperclip is made of metal and it's heavy. But I discovered something really interesting today, and I'm going to just see if it works again because I really wasn't expecting this. If you take the paperclip very gently and put it on top of the water very gently, look what happens. The paperclip floats. I had no idea about that. It's never happened to me before, and it's worked again. But I want to show you another way of getting a paperclip to float on the water. And this you might not have believed me until you saw it. So what I want you to do is take a pair of scissors and carefully cut out a square of paper towel. And I'm going to take this. Look at that paperclip. It's still floating. That's really incredible. Let me take it again. And just to prove to you it's a real paperclip, I'll drop it on there, go straight to the bottom. Now watch this. Put your paperclip in one hand, your piece of paper towel in the other. Gently lay the paper towel on top of the water and gently put the paperclip on top of it. And of course it's floating because it's floating on the paper towel. But let's wait and see what happens. As the paper towel gets filled with water, the paper towel sinks to the bottom. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? And the paperclip stays on top. That's pretty neat. You have fun trying that at home. I think that's wonderful. And I might have been able to tell you that I could get a paperclip to stay on top of the water. But I think it was really nice for you to see it so you would believe it. Today is a special story about Jesus after he rose from the dead that I wish to share with you. His disciples had been hiding in the upper room, and on that first Easter Sunday, Jesus appeared to them. The risen Christ could go through walls, he could eat, he could do all sorts of amazing things. And he appeared to his disciples, and they saw him, and they believed in him, and they said, "We have seen the Lord." But there was one disciple who wasn't there on that first Easter, and his name was Thomas. Do you know anybody named Thomas? It's a beautiful name, isn't it? And now it's 1 week later, and the disciples and Thomas have been having a conversation, and Thomas said, "I don't believe that Jesus rose. And unless I touch the wounds in his hands," remember Jesus was nailed to the cross through his hands, through his feet, and the Roman soldiers took a spear and pierced his side to make sure he was really dead. And Thomas said to his friends, "Unless I can touch those nail wounds and touch the spot in his side where the spear went, I won't believe that Jesus really rose." So what do you think happened? Jesus came back to see everybody, and this time Thomas was there. And Jesus said, "Thomas, please touch the wounds where the nails went." You notice I'm touching my wrist, because in those days when they talked about a hand, it included the wrist. And we know that the nails would have been put in his wrist, in his feet, and then he had the spear from the Roman soldier. And here's what the Bible tells us in John's Gospel. Jesus said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it in my side." And Thomas believed. And Thomas did that. And he knew that Jesus was God. And he said, "Jesus, you are my Lord and my God." And Jesus then said to Thomas, Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe. We're not able to touch the risen Christ, are we? And Jesus says if we believe in him and believe that he rose and that he loves us so much and that he gives us our salvation, we're truly blessed. And I'm hoping that all of you believe. I know that I do. And I also know that the risen Christ lives in your heart and he lives in my heart, and we can talk to Jesus and he's here to bless us and to be with us. Let's take a look and see how that paperclip is still doing. There it is. It's still on top of the water. And may all of you, my dear, dear children, always believe in the light and the love and the power of the risen Jesus. God bless you. Bye for now.